Welcome back to Ta-da 3D printing. Today I wanted to show how easy it is to connect the MK4 to the new Prusa app. And you can do this with the existing MK4. You do not have to do the S upgrade in order to connect to the app. The first step is to make sure that you're on the most recent firmware, which is 6.1.2 that was just released on August 23rd. Previous versions of firmware were a lot more complicated to connect the printer to Wi-Fi and to the app, so make sure you're using the most recent firmware edition. And if you have not unlocked your screen to be a touch screen, I would recommend doing that right now as well, because a lot of passwords that you key in are kind of a pain, so it's a lot easier if you can use the touch screen. Now you can go back to settings and scroll down to the network. Then we can select the Wi-Fi and then the Wi-Fi wizard. There is the option to load configuration from file and also to manually key in the configuration, but we want to do the scan network. This makes it so much easier, and I'm actually excited to connect everything to Wi-Fi because it is so much simpler. You just have to select your network, but you are going to have to key in the password, and this is the old T9 type keyboard where you're going to have to hit the button multiple times to get the other letters, so that's why I recommend it to go ahead and have the touchscreen. It makes it a little bit easier. And then you just click the check mark and then also click finish, and it will start trying to connect. It almost seems like it's glitching here because it just kind of backs out, but you can see along the top that the Wi-Fi symbol starts to kind of gray out, and then once it does connect, it turns white. So it is now connected to the Wi-Fi. Now we can go back one screen and then click Prusa Connect and then add printer to connect. It will go through and connect, and then you will either need to complete this by going on to Prusa Connect on your computer, or you can use the app. So if you open the app, and then you can click the little add along the top, and that will take you into the setup wizard. And we've already connected it to the internet, and now we can click MK4 and we can scan this code. We can name the printer. I'm probably just going to go through and number them after I get them all online. MK4. You can also put the location, so if you have two different areas. I pretty much just have everything in my print shed, so that's what I will key in here. And since I'm already logged in, it already knows where to connect it. So we can do finish. The printer has successfully been added, so we're done. And it does look like the MK4S will have an even easier way to set up. You can click no that you have not connected to the internet yet, and it does give you the option of the MK4S there. But that does seem like that's only an availability on the S. So if I click printers and then overview, I can see a list of the printers that are connected. The one that I just added is listed. There's not a lot of info yet. It does take a couple seconds for it to really go online. But if I look at the printer, it shows that it's completely done. I can click leave. Now it's showing ready. So I want to click on printables and just get something going. I'm not really worried about what it is, just something small. I just want to see that it actually starts. So I just clicked on this lampshade. It looks like this item will take just a couple of hours. I can just click print and then select the printer, and then it asks if it's ready to print. It says the printer received a file, and it goes to a cloud storage. I like that it keeps track of what's been printed in this storage. It also sends it to the USB, the local USB, so you can reprint from that as well if you need to. And it just takes a couple seconds, and it says that it goes from being ready to saying it's printing. So now I can look at the screen on the printer, and it is starting to connect and get all of the info it needs, which is pretty awesome. It's a huge improvement from having to use the USB and add the text on your computer, all of that. It's really a lot more streamlined now. The rest of the process is completely the same, getting the print going, and I didn't have any issues. I didn't really need to print this, so I stopped it, and then I did notice that I got a notification on my phone that the job had finished, and when I looked closer, it said that I had paused it or stopped it. So I'm really glad to know that it does send those notifications to my phone. I hope that very soon we will have a camera add-on. For now, I'm going to continue to use my Wyze Camera. Let me know the setup that you guys plan to use. Thanks for watching.